Hello and welcome. This is Jinlata Bhattrai from Single World News. When we think of the biggest companies in the world, we think of huge office spaces and rich founders. However, what we don't realize is that these companies weren't always so big and the founders weren't always so rich. They too started somewhere. And you would be surprised to know that some of the biggest companies in the world had some of the most humble beginnings. People who we think
Microsoft, where did Apple,
know as billionaires
where did Amazon, where did
actually
Facebook come from?
Ordinary people.
Where individuals
What
started in
them
garages,
from the rest was
where
their drive
ideas were born.
and motivation to build
Do
something
not grow
big.
with a view that something can't be done and so should not be done.
You can have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And if you can somehow figure out how to have a calling, you have hit the jackpot, because that's the big deal.
I think if you succeed, every mistake becomes legendary. If you fail, that's just garbage.
So stay full, stay foolish to your dream, and continue to fight.
Alibaba 18 years to today's size. Yeah, we are lucky, but we work much harder than most of the people. We never sleep well and sound in the evening. I traveled last year 867 hours a year in the plane. I'm working hard, my team working very hard. 18 years, we work like a normal company, 70 years, day and night. Nothing is free. Nothing is easy. Easy means you have to think different. You have to do different. Early days in my company, when some ideas come to my desk, Jack, this is a great idea, and I look at everybody. Everybody say it is a good idea, I normally throw into the rubbish. Because everybody say it is good, then all the other people think of. If everybody say this is going to be very tough, I'm very interested in that tough question. And I pick up and say, how can we do it in a different way? This is to be unique, to be different. Today is very tough. Tomorrow is more tougher. The day after tomorrow is beautiful, but most people die tomorrow evening.
In this list, we take a look at some of the biggest companies in the world that were actually started in garages. Number 1, Amazon. Jeff Bezos started the company from his own garage. The world's largest online marketplace started as an online bookstore. Founded by Jeff Bezos in 1994, Amazon started its operations from Bezos' home garage in Bellevue, Washington. Number 2, Microsoft. Thankfully, the founders didn't need much of an office space to code their first operating system. Here's another tech giant that had a small start. When Bill Gates and Paul Allen started Microsoft, they had a small garage and very little resources to work with. A few years later, Windows was born, and we know how that turned out. Microsoft, over $400 billion in worth, has been ruling the PC market for more than 2 decades now, making Bill Gates the richest man on the planet in the process. Number 3, Google. Google started in Susan Wojcicki's garage, who is the current YouTube CEO. Perhaps the most famous of all the companies that started in a garage, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, started Google in current YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki's garage in September 1998. Started as just another college project at Stanford, Google is the biggest internet giant today. Pros of working at a startup company. But people who are new in the corporate world or new graduates get several opportunities. As in a new company, one can learn various things such as high level of responsibility, day-to-day challenges, learning opportunities, steep learning curve, workplace benefits, less supervision. New opportunities bring new responsibilities, and with that comes much workload. In new companies, there is often one person doing several tasks which can create an excessive load on one person. Stress and burnout are common among people working in a startup as they have to work for longer hours beyond their skill set. In case you are not willing to go out on a limb or take risk, don't join a startup. However, in the case that you feel that you have an aspiration to begin something all alone one day and you require preparing the ground to do only that, you can devote your initial years to a startup which will enable you to fabricate your establishment and offer you openings that will provoke you and improve you to be an expert. If you want to know more interesting details and news analysis like this, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel Single World News, and also hit the bell icon for the latest notifications. Stay connected with us, guys. Please keep supporting us.